Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Brooke.
Okay.
And Megan.
What's up?
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. Follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench, and join our Discord. Link in the description. We have a lot to talk about. Week 12 was very long. Lots of upsets, lots of games. So let's get started. I just want to preface this video if I'm not too upbeat. I'm depressed. It's Sunday night, and we just found out Kelsey Plum was traded to the Sparks. Of all teams in the WNBA, the Sparks. As you can tell, my Kelsey Plum jersey has hung in the background of this podcast for many years. I'm going to have to change it out. I'm going to have to get an LA jersey or something because...
Now it's iconic. It's even better because it's a signed Vegas Plum jersey.
I know. And on the old jersey, on the old uniform, it's just breaking my heart. Megan's down there smirking because... basketball-wise, she said it's a great trade. I don't care. That's not the point. Nothing I've said is basketball mindset. It's pure fan. It's just pure fan and hatred for the Aces. No, I am very upset with the Aces, but it's fine. We move on. News. Lots of injuries, especially for Maryland, Megan. Buckle up. Bree McDaniel. You are. Bree McDaniel out rest of the season with ACL. Yikes. Then Cheyenne Settlers, knee sprain, day-to-day. Yikes. This was bad for Kansas State. Ayoka Lee, fractured foot. She may return at the end of the season. Yeah, this is bad for Kansas State. Anissa Morrow has 93 double-doubles, second most in D1 women's basketball history. Beautiful. We love to see it. South Carolina secured its 14th straight win by double figures, its longest streak in program history. Congrats. UCLA sits atop the AP poll for the 9th straight week, longest streak by a Big Ten team in conference history. That's crazy. That's RIP Pac-12. That's sad. And then for the first time in program history, UCLA Bruins are 20-0. They are the last undefeated team, which we will be talking about. So that was very short news. But the Week 12 AP Top 25 list, like I said, UCLA is now the only remaining undefeated team. Utah and Oklahoma State both fell out of the AP Top 25. Michigan and Baylor made their way into the Top 25. And then West Virginia rose the highest 4 spots, ranked 16. Whew, but there was a lot of upsets. And my Cornhuskers, see them receiving votes? I think they're going to crack it. Give them a couple weeks.
They might. Baylor might be out and they might be in.
Maybe. Fingers crossed, Honorary Cornhusker here.
Which also you didn't have in the news, but it was TCU's first time beating Baylor since like 1990.
I did see that. I think I might have put it during their game that I was going to talk about it. But yes, congratulations, TCU. They squeaked that one out. But Baylor hasn't been as good as they were in the past years. So we've got to take that into consideration as well. But yeah, TCU 9. Yeah, you're probably dropping out of there. UCLA. UCLA undefeated. Are they going to pull off an undefeated season? I don't know. What does anyone have their schedule? They usually have their schedule up.
I mean, I can see them doing it. I mean, they do play USC twice.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State, Ohio State, Minnesota. That's it.
That's it? That's the rest of the season?
I mean, that's going to put up a fight. I mean,
we're also getting to February, and it's you never know type of month.
That's true. I could, if I had to predict, I could see them maybe pulling out an undefeated season. Unless something like injuries or, something.
Injuries,
happens,
maybe they rest some of the players for the tournament and their own conference tournament. Like, there's a lot of factors at play here that, it'd be great if they could, but also, I don't know.
Yeah. And we've talked about it before. It's always the team you least expect that upsets you every single time. I don't know who that would be, but the way UCLA is playing, they're playing great. So I don't know. I think they might be able to pull it off. Do they win the championship? I don't know. Right now, I have UCLA South Carolina championship. I don't think South Carolina gets beat by UCLA twice. Like, if we're pre-predicting, I don't think that's going to happen. And if they put them on the same side of the bracket, that's going to be horrible.
It depends where they place them in the bracket.
They better not that would
Because
be
there's
bad.
always some twist and turn every year in one of these brackets.
Sometimes these brackets are a little biased. I don't like how they do it sometimes. I'm just like, okay, I see you. But I mean, yeah, the Oklahoma State, I know, dropped out, but then they had the big win. They're kind of tough. You know how I always choose a random team? Last year was the Cornhuskers that I really liked. I'm kind of leaning toward Oklahoma State, maybe Vanderbilt as like a sleeper, like kind of like them, like dark horse. Those two right now are in my running for that team. But I mean, other than that, I don't have really much to say. There's a lot of upsets that we need to talk about and get into. But before we get there, let's talk about Megan's almost upsets of the week.
Phew, that was a close one.
So we have a lot of close games, a lot of upsets this week.
Yeah.
So we're going to touch on a lot of that later. But Texas versus Ole Miss. Now, this game, Ole Miss came to play.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Texas won barely, 61-58. When I tell you Ole Miss came out swinging, they came out. The first quarter, Ole Miss, you saw the old Ole Miss where they came out playing really good D, scrappy, and they pretty much were in it the entire game until the end. The last 3 minutes was just sloppy by Ole Miss. They just couldn't finish it out. 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes, and Booker just, hit like a last second bucket that just, they couldn't finish it out. Ole Miss was led by Madison Scott, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Texas led by Taylor Jones, 24 points,
She's been
6
doing very
rebounds.
good for them.
Yeah.
I've been hearing
Madison Booker had 12 points, 10
12
rebounds,
points.
4 assists. Yeah. She really, I mean, Madison Booker's performance was just like mid. She just hit that jumper at the end of the game, but it's like one of those. I mean, just like football, right? All these teams just beating themselves.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I feel like Ole Miss. This was a game they could have been on our list to defeat a ranked team, and they just couldn't. They couldn't finish the game.
Megan, you're forgetting a fantastic showdown this week.
What?
Stanford almost upsetting Cal.
Wow, Megan.
Wow,
How dare
I
you forget Stanford?
That's crazy.
Dang, the disrespect.
That is disrespectful. They were only it was a fourth quarter comeback. Quarter yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The first half I was like, why am I watching this? And I left. And then fourth quarter comeback.
Okay.
And they lost by 2 or 3. The last couple seconds of the play really threw me off. Then the network feed went out, but almost upset, which 1, Stanford needs. 2, Cal, I don't know how they're still pretty high in the rankings if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I think that might drop them if they take that into consideration for tomorrow. So
my apologies. Wow.
Wow.
That's
Shame
crazy.
on you, Megan.
That's
my upset
crazy.
of the week is you, Megan.
Maybe I did it on purpose to see.
You probably did, honestly.
If you really worked for Stanford. No, Stanford was led by Chloe Clarity.
I think it's Clardy.
Clardy. 22 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
Dang.
And I think she's a sophomore. Maybe she's young.
Sophomore.
Couple other notable players throughout that game too. But I mean, honestly, one of the most improved players that I've seen so far is Nunu. So
yes,
19 points, 6 rebounds.
Yeah, out of the entire Division I, if we're going to be talking about most improved of the year, Nunu probably has my vote, hands down.
Yeah, I've heard she's been having a really good season.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford always got a good big. They just come up every single year. Always someone good.
Yeah.
Meg, does that conclude your almost upsets, or are you trying to figure out, double check your work?
I think that's it. I think every other game we're going to really touch on. So
that's true. There was a lot of almost upsets and great games. So
All right. Okay, so let's move on. UCLA defeats Baylor 72-57. This really was not much of a game. Baylor shot horrible. 27% from the field, 27% from the 3. Yeah, UCLA. Okay, Lauren Betts. No one, we're talking about player of the year. I feel like we don't talk about Lauren Betts enough. She's having a phenomenal year. I know we talk about Hannah Hidalgo a lot. I try and mention Tanaya Latson a lot because we don't talk about her a lot. But those 3 names, Like, we always talk about Juju Page. Yeah. We know they're great. But I feel like these three have been having phenomenal seasons. So I just want to shout that out. But yeah, UCLA outscored Baylor in the paint 42-20. My gosh. And they shot well from the field, 45%. Not well from the three, though, 21%. And 63% from the free throw line. We're going to need to work on that. But UCLA was led by Lauren Betts, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Kiki Rice, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And Baylor was led by Yaya Felder, off the bench, actually, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. So that should tell you a lot. 10 points was their highest score off the bench. Basically, UCLA had a 41-36 lead midway through the third quarter before scoring 6 straight to restore a double-digit advantage. Baylor didn't get within single digits the rest of the way. It's okay, Baylor. I feel like they snuck into the AP Top 25 anyways. Yeah, did you watch this one? Because I did not. I watched part of it, and the lead just... And I said, okay.
I was going to say, isn't this... We watched the end of this one. Lauren Betts is just hard to guard.
I know. She's just
and Baylor just doesn't have anyone that can compete with that, honestly.
She's also like, what, almost 7 feet tall?
Yeah. Is she 6'7"? Did I make that up?
She's tall.
She is tall.
I might have made that up. But yeah, UCLA still dominant. Going over to number 7, defeating number 8, Maryland, 89-51. Let me tell you. I should insert the video I have of Megan just depressed about this. Texas smacked Maryland. Yeah, I swear to God, we were watching it in the first quarter. I looked down for not even 5 minutes. Looked up. Maryland barely has 8 points, Megan? What was it? It was, right here. 28-12 after 1 quarter.
Because you want to know what is hurting Maryland is Texas just little mid-range jumpers that they don't miss.
Madison Booker's jump shot is just beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. But no, halftime 48-18. I said, we're done watching this game. I said, I can't. I don't. Yeah.
Listen.
This was the worst game I've seen Maryland play all season.
Listen. I don't know. This was a coaching mess up for me because I don't know why she had them in that zone. In the beginning, they were in that zone, and Booker kept shooting that mid-range jumper, baseline, left side.
Every single time.
What are you doing? Get out the zone. Just play man. What are you doing?
Yes.
Every time. I was so pissed. I was like, I think I jinxed it. I'm sorry, Maryland fans out there. I just need to mind my own business, stay in California.
Megan, I think you're the only Maryland fan.
Talking to my East Coasters viewers.
Yes, East Coast.
What I didn't understand, which honestly Texas lost a couple of my points to them, was, okay, you're up that much. You know you're going to run them the rest of the game. It's just working for you. Why are we full court pressing them?
Add salt to the wound,
Come on.
The salt to the wound is playing zone, and she's making every mid-range shot there is, and it's a swoosh. It's not off the rim, off the backboard. It's nothing but net.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know Maryland was without Cheyenne Sellers, and they lost Bree McDaniel the game before. So, okay, we'll give them that. But, okay, come on. Texas really just ran you guys over. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they did.
It was bad. Texas was led by Madison Booker, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Is it Kayla? I think I spelled her name wrong. Can you look that up? It's Old Arky, though, last name. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. And then Kayleen Smichael for Maryland, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Maryland, this is my favorite stat of the show. Maryland shot 0% from the 3.
Because they missed or because they genuinely didn't try? Because I can't tell you that right now.
It's because they missed.
How many did they try and shoot?
Megan, I know you have it up.
Only 7, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Wait, what? Did you find me the name? I don't want to disrespect.
I think it's Kyla.
Okay, I was right. Okay. We're done talking about Maryland because we have to talk about them 2 more times. So we'll come back to why they did bad this week. Let's move on. Number 24, Michigan upsets number 23, Minnesota, 70-65. I know, not much of an upset, 1 rank, but whatever. Silas Swords led Michigan, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Olivia Olson, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. And then Amaya Battle for Minnesota, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 6 steals. Michigan is going to be good. I mean, I know they're young, and I know they're losing these tough games, but they're young. They're in it with these good teams, and they might be a little sleeper of mine. Minnesota shot 24% from the three though, while Michigan shot 45%. Right there, already a difference maker. They did shoot relatively. No, they didn't. I lied to you. Minnesota shot 36% from the field. Michigan shot 46%. And yeah, Michigan just really outshoot Minnesota. I personally couldn't get this game. I think it was on like
the Big Ten network or something like that.
Yeah, no, I for sure didn't get this one. But go Michigan. Minnesota was a surprise for me last week that they're in the AP Top 25. Was it that week or the week before? But yeah, I don't know. I just personally like Michigan, and I'm gonna root for them. Anything else to add? All right, we kind of have to go quick because there's a lot of games. Oklahoma State upsets number 9 TCU 60-59. Yikes. I did watch the end of this game. Staley Hurd led Oklahoma State 17 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal. Jaden Wooten 14 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. And Sedona Prince led TCU 22 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist. Let me tell you, TCU is having an issue right now. They are doing very well in the first half, killing it. Once that second half starts, it's like, okay, other team, come back in the game so we can make this, potentially a loss. They're literally up 15 points at half. TCU was outscored in the third, 16-9, and 20-11 in the fourth. Okay? How do you want to win, people? Basically, in the last 2 minutes, there was a momentum swing. There's an and one first by Staley Hurd that cut the lead to 55-53. Then 2 back-to-back threes by Oklahoma State that put them ahead 58-55. And then it was a wrap. I mean, it was over. The momentum was already on their side. They were at home in general. The crowd was popping for Oklahoma State. Didn't know it was like that over there. So it was a fun game to watch. Haley Van Lith did have heck of time to win this game. And she rushed the jumper, in my opinion. She was covered. You got to give the ball. If that was a play they called, that's crazy. Because they didn't give her enough space to shoot, if that was the play. But that's just my humble opinion. Both teams shot horrible from the three. TCU shot 18%. Oklahoma shot 15%. But free throws, baby. Oklahoma State shot 90% from the line, while TCU shot only 62%. So, I'm sorry, TCU. A loss. I think they almost lost again. Was it today or the other day? But we'll talk about it. Number 7, Texas defeats number 17, Tennessee, 80-76. Another heartbreak for Tennessee. Another heartbreak for me. I don't know why I'm pulling for Tennessee every game.
I was going to say, they're one of my sleeper teams this year.
They play with such passion.
Yes.
I love them.
And they were without their coach because she just gave birth to, I think, a little baby girl. So they were a little off.
They were right there. This was a good game. They were right there.
It was a good game. It was, oh my God. It was back and forth, just basket after basket. And oh, you already said about the pregnancy thing, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the coach was out. Tennessee had a horrible turnover on an inbound pass late in the game where it was tied up. I can't remember the score off the top of my head. And Texas went ahead, and then it was they had to play catch up. They had an open look for 3 to tie at one point.
It was a rush 3. It was just so bad.
It was so wide open too.
They should have just stuck in. Oh yeah, no, it was bad.
This was a really good game though. It was high energy. It was fun to watch. But Tennessee, they popped up a stat of Tennessee's last 4 to 5 games. They've lost by 1 possession, 1 to 2 points.
All their games
every
have been
single
close.
Game. Heartbreakers. I'm telling you. I think they're gonna. All this heartbreak, they're going to pull it out in March Madness. I don't care where they're at. I think I'm putting them far.
They're the best conditioned team out here.
Oh, my God. Full court press all the time.
I can't imagine their preseason, they're running hills, miles, everything. I know their coach got them out there running.
Yeah, she's crazy. As soon as she, during her first press conference where she immediately was just I don't know, she was aggressive then, and I was like, oh, this is going to be wild. And it turned out to be great. I have been enjoying her. But, yeah, there's no way that they didn't do a triathlon as their conditioning test.
Oh my God, for real. Both teams actually shot 50% from the field, and Tennessee shot 52% from the three. That's crazy. Well, Texas only shot 16%. I just feel bad for Tennessee. Every time they lose, it just a tear sheds from my eyeball. But anyways, did I say who the lead performers were? I don't think I did. Madison Booker, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Taylor Jones, 21 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Ruby Whitehorn for Tennessee, 21 points, 3 assists. Kentucky. Texas A&M defeats number 11 Kentucky, 61-55. There's just something about me. I think I'm just biased towards Kentucky in my, like, kind of hatred. I don't even think it's hatred. I'm glad you laughed because you knew where I was going with this.
Yeah, I did. As soon as you took a deep breath, I was like, you know what? She's going to skip over this game.
I did. In the notes, Megan said you forgot the game. I said, well, subconsciously, I forgot to put it in the notes. But let me just tell you right here, the perfect stat of the day. Kentucky, 5.6% from the three, 1 for 18. How are you going to win like that, Kentucky? I just don't understand. I didn't even want to watch this game because why would you think Kentucky's going to lose to Texas A&M? Apparently, we should have known that. Anyways, they never led after what was it? The third, the fourth, 4 minutes to go. They never led. It was over. It was a wrap. I just don't even want to talk about this game, honestly.
Well, what do you expect? This is something we complained about for the last 2 years with Virginia Tech. Like, why did you think it would be any different at Kentucky?
You know, I just didn't picture myself talking about Kentucky a lot because I really, honestly, before the season, I didn't think they were going to be ranked. I'm not even
I didn't either.
I know they had Georgia Amore. She's a great player. And they had all these other key pieces. I like Tiani Key, Claire Strack came over. But, like, and they did. They got ranked, and they won some good games, and congrats. But yeah.
But the coach is still the coach.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, the coach is still the coach.
You can put any color and any name on that shirt.
And you know what?
Is still Kenny Brooks.
You know what's funny? I'm sure he's a great person and all, but it's like I feel like we watched too many Virginia Tech games last year, and we were just picking them apart. Like, why would you call this play? Why did you do this? We watched too much, and now I don't watch him at all.
Well, he's got to be, like, pretty decent. Like, if Georgia Amore and, like, I think, 1 or 2 of them else, like, followed him over to Kentucky, like,
and he got paid at Kentucky.
I mean, they were in Virginia, but still, like, he does seem like a kind of just like a goofy goober, but we do pick him apart.
Guys, this coach, this is a player's coach.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great guy. Like, he can develop your game and all of that. But when it comes to drawing up those plays, he frustrates us all.
He does. The best play he drew up, I think it was against NC State. That one play, you guys know what I'm talking about. The inbound pass from across from half court. Yeah. Georgia Amore sets the screen. Kitley gets it. Yeah. That was the best. And I gave him his flowers for that. And then after that, he just made me mad. And
you know what's crazy? That play would work every time.
So. Oh, yeah. Well, with Kitley.
Run it again.
Yeah. I don't really have much words for this. Anyone else?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Next, Ohio State defeats Maryland.
Listen,
74-66.
Come on,
Maryland shot themselves, loaded the gun, shot yourselves in the foot. You guys came out like, we're gonna win this game. We need this win. Came out hot in the first half. Did you watch this game, Megan, or was I the only one to watch this game?
Yeah, I only watched the end. Listen.
Shot your guys self right in the foot.
I don't know how they came out. You said they came out great, but I already knew they weren't going to be able to keep that up. They looked when I turned this TV on.
They were tired.
And Brooks like, oh, they're in the game. It's fine.
They were in the game. On,
they were dragging.
They were tired.
They need to go visit Tennessee. Get with that coach. Get on that. No. They need to get them hill runs in. I don't know. They looked wiped.
No, Ohio State's dominant. Like they are.
I like Ohio State. Basically, Ohio State went on a 24-4 run at the end of the second quarter, cutting the lead to 7. I'm telling you, when I tell you guys you had a great lead on them, but momentum basically switched. Then they went on another 15-0 run in the third and took the lead 55-50. And then you guys just looked tired. Like, Ohio State was just pushing you guys at that point. Fast break, y'all would turn over. They would lob that cherry picket fast break down the. It was too much. And on top of it, you guys missed 13 free throws. Add 13 points to the score, and you win.
Just a jinx.
You win if you make your 13 free throws.
It's just travel. I don't want to talk about the household. It went from Shiggy to Megan's now to Jinx.
Let's just go on to the next game. Sorry, Maryland. We'll just go on to the next
let's talk about Ohio State. Okay, Jelani Cambridge, great. She's a great freshman that we don't really talk about, but she led Ohio State once again, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Cody McMahon, 14 points, 5 rebounds. And then Kayleen Smichael for Maryland, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I will give it to Maryland. They have to adjust their game plan now that they don't have Bree McDaniel and Cheyenne Sellers. Yep. But Sellers should be back hopefully soon. Hopefully for you guys.
Well, and they played 3 hard opponents in a week.
Your guys' schedule has been crazy.
Switch your game plan 3 different times because those are not 3 same teams.
No. Mm-hmm. Without 2 good players. That's tough. That is tough.
Just expect us to be dropping heavily in the rankings.
Sure. Yes, definitely. In the teams.
You and Ohio State will probably switch spots.
I think y'all go to maybe 16.
Man, I don't know about that.
Too far?
That's too far? Be too far.
Okay, fine.
Watch him be 20.
24? Out of the AP top 20.
Oh, God. That's disrespectful.
That's crazy. Ohio State, though, I mean, they've been in some close games, but, I mean, their defense always comes through. I love, like I said, Jelani Cambridge been doing really well for them. We do talk about Maryland one more time in this episode, so everyone buckle up.
You should have just put them back to back at this point.
No. Okay. The game of the week, the game that got so much hate in our comments. South Carolina defeats
so much hate.
LSU. Oh, I hate talking about they match up every year, right? It's the worst matchup because there's just so much hate. No matter what we say, we hate LSU. Yes, we hate LSU. It's like, oh, what happens if LSU wins? What are you going to say now? They're still a good team. When have we said they're a bad team?
I'm not going to lie, I do hate LSU.
Okay, well, I'm glad you admitted it. I would say hate is a strong word. But, no.
Highly dislike.
But I will give them their flowers. They played a hell of a fucking game. I will tell you that. Like, I was impressed with this game.
But basically, LSU shot 29.9% from the field. It's the first time in 126 games under Kim Mulkey that LSU shot below 30% from the field. Yikes. I mean, South Carolina, they're just good. I mean, like, what else are you going to say in this game? It's just, when watching them play, they just feel so steady. There's never a moment for me when I watch them, there's panic or they feel rushed. Mm-hmm. And no matter what the score is, it's just this steadiness. And it's like, okay, I got you. Like, and I don't know, this stadium was loud. Watching this game, oh my God.
I was going to bring up the same thing. It was awesomely loud.
Yes, the vibe was, I got goosebumps listening to this game. I felt like I was there. I was watching it on TV. But I mean, like you said, LSU played a good game. I know they lost by 10 points. They didn't shoot the best, 29%, 21% from the 3. But South Carolina didn't shoot well from the 3 either, 15%. At first, it was concerning because South Carolina was not getting a lot of O boards, and they were giving LSU a lot of second chances, and LSU was not capitalizing. I was really concerned in the first half because of that. But yeah, LSU missed a lot of their shots. South Carolina's defense was on fire. I swear, during a stretch of the second half, it was like block after block after. Oh my God, steal. Their defense was just incredible. And then another stat: South Carolina's bench outscored LSU's 31-2. That's crazy, right there.
And you know what? I will give it to Mulkey and what she said, and I think it's like post game presser. She was basically like, I've never played a team with like 5 All-American McDonald's players. Yeah. And, I never thought about South Carolina like that, but truly, they have all the McDonald's national player of the year.
Who wouldn't want to go play for Don?
Yeah, for
real. That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, also to give LSU credit, I mean, they interviewed Flau'jae at halftime, and she was gassed. And I don't know how both teams weren't gassed sooner than that because how quick they were going. Oh my God, it was truly impressive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think LSU in the second half, I think they were just trying to draw fouls and they weren't really running, like playing their game. I think it became let's just try to, force it into the paint and try to throw it up to get fouled. And they weren't getting any of those calls. And it allowed South Carolina to just, grab it from them and go on a run. But yeah, no, this game, I saw South Carolina step their D up. Like everyone, like, I mean, they just had active hands, man, with guards getting blocks like that and just stealing the ball. I was like, all right, you guys stepped it up.
Well, and back to your All-American comment, they had like, I want to say it's actually 10 because I've like flipped through it on Instagram. They had like every single McDonald's All-American player that was on South Carolina. I swear I flipped like at least 3 times. So, so that's crazy. And it's like, Don always has a rotation though. So it's kind of like, LSU doesn't have that much depth. And even, I think Mulkey said like, how do you keep like all those All-Americans? And it's kind of like you said, Meg, Dawn, like who doesn't want to play for Dawn? It's her culture. It's her, being a
because honestly, if you look at some of the players that come off of South Carolina's bench, they could be starters at any school. Easy. Yeah. But you have to have a different like mentality and like you want something different going to play for Dawn. You want that culture, you want that coaching, you want to be prepared for the next level. So you're okay coming off the bench. You're okay if that means, because if there's a championship in sight, I'll come off the bench too.
Well, and like I'll give I don't know, and this might just be because I'm not the biggest LSU fan, so I haven't paid attention to them as much. But like Anissa Morrow to me put that work in the off season. Like she is in every post, she's every highlight, she's double doubles everywhere. She's like also most improved as well, and I think that's what's really helped like LSU stay into it. But I did see, I think it was today, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I guess at the end of the game, South Carolina played, I think, one of Flage's songs, and then they had to apologize to the LSU
song.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Yeah, her dad that died, Camouflage. They played that song, and then the DJ tried to say, "Oh, I always play this song." Blah blah. I call BS.
Yeah, it was like straight up like disrespectful at the end of the game.
Yeah. See, you just can't have a clean win,
I know.
You gotta go and ruin it.
But I want to point this out too, though. Shout out to Anissa Morrow. I didn't know this, but when I was watching the game, they said that she tore her ACL like 3 times.
Oh my
I was not aware of that.
Yeah,
apparently when she was younger, she like had to go. Yeah, I don't know how, like if it's high school, like I don't. They didn't go into it, but they said something about her having to come back from multiple injuries.
Yeah.
And she really had to decide, like, should she keep trying?
Oh,
and
wow.
she was like, oh, I love this game. And,
that's crazy.
That's crazy to me to play at the level she's playing at.
Yes.
And the way she's playing off of an injury like that, I'm give you all the flowers. Because that's, I shout, because we always shout out like Paige and all of them for being able to come back off of multiple injuries. It's hands down, that's the hardest thing ever. So,
well, not early too, being recruited and trying to figure all that out, and them sticking with her like that's crazy.
Top performers: Joyce Edwards, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Sanaya Fagan, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. And I do want to say, Sanaya Fagan has stepped up incredibly for South Carolina. I feel like she's an unsung hero, but I think she is like doing all the dirty work. She's been having a good season for them. And then obviously LSU was led by Anissa Morrow, 15 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals. Last thing I wanted to say about Anissa Morrow, I saw people's mock drafts with her barely even in the top 10. No, she's a top 5 draft pick, so stop. Let's be for real right there, bro. All right, over to number 21, Michigan State defeats number 24, Michigan, 88-58. Michigan State, really dominated this game. They shot 50% from the field, 37% from the 3. They had 44 points in the paint versus Michigan's 24 points. Michigan only shot 26% from the 3 and 31% from the field. Basically, Michigan took an 18-17 lead at the end of the first quarter after Hobbs made 4 free throws in the final 2 minutes. Michigan built a 7-point lead in the second quarter before settling for a 33-29 advantage at halftime. Michigan State outscored Michigan 59-25 in the second half. That's crazy. After trailing by 4 points at halftime, Michigan State caught fire early in the third, making 3 3-pointers in a 15-0 run in the first 4.5 minutes. That's crazy how quick a game can turn around. I feel like the first half you're feeling out each other, and the second half's like, bam! That's where you really capitalize if you're good. Michigan State was led by Theron Hollick, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Julia A. Rawl, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. And then Jordan Hobbs led Michigan, 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Oh, hopefully that doesn't knock poor Michigan out of the AP top 20.
You know what's so sad, and I'm thinking about it every time we talk about like a Big Ten like team and stuff like that, is last year I feel like that's the only conference I watched.
Mm-hmm. Really? Big Ten?
Yeah, because it might have been because of Caitlin Clark getting on all these big time, they were on CBS every morning on Sundays for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Right. And now it's all on their own network, and it's like so sad. Yeah. These are such good games, and I loved watching them, and I'm just like, dang, I want to be able to watch them again.
Yep. I agree. You're right. Coverage has been cut back.
Yeah. I wonder if that Whoopi Goldberg, remember she's supposed to be coming out with her own,
stealing my idea. Where are you at?
Yeah.
Bro, maybe
where's it at? Hurry up.
Hey, maybe that was fake news. Maybe that was fake news.
Don't sell me that. I get caught up with that though all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just telling y'all, if I had money, that would have been in the works 3 years ago.
If any of us had money, shoot.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, over to Colorado. Welcome back, Colorado. Upsets Kansas State 63-53. Frida Foreman, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Jade Masugayo, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Serena Sundell for Kansas State, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I would say I was surprised of this loss, but then I remember they don't have Ayoka Lee. So, not too surprised on that. But Kansas State is going to have to find their identity without Ayoka Lee, which I think it's going to hurt them. I don't know if she's going to be out for the rest of the season, but Kansas State only shot 30% from the field, or 37% from the field, 28% from the 3, and 50% from the line. Colorado shot well, 49% from the field, only 22% from the 3. Colorado actually had 40 points in the paint to Kansas State's 26. So right off the bat, that's the huge difference without Ayoka Lee, right? Colorado was up 4 with 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining when Walker drove in for a layup and had her shot blocked by Masiago. Foreman then hit a pair of free throws to gain some separation. And then Masiago finished with 4 blocks. Sorry, Kansas State. They're just going to have to figure it out. It's going to be some growing pains seeing who's going to fill in for Ayoka Lee. Freaking a player of the year. So, yeah, I'm sorry. But we love Colorado. I'm surprised. Is Frida a senior? Is this the last we're going to hear about her?
I think she is, actually.
So sad.
Frida!
All right, another upset. Arizona upset number 16.
Wow, shout out the Pac-12 this week, huh?
Yeah, RIP, Pac-12.
RIP.
Arizona was led by Bria Cunningham, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Paulina Paris, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And West Virginia was led by JJ Quinterly, 26 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Well, here's the problem right here. West Virginia only shot 8% from the 3.
What a 3-point stat line it is this week. That's crazy.
Woo! Last week I think it was free throws. This week it's threes.
That's right. It was free throws because that's how you win the game. I remember.
That's how. Arizona shot well. 36% from the 3, 49% from the field. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll read you guys a recap. Jordan Harris hit a jumper that gave the Mountaineers a 15-14 lead with 1 minute 32 seconds left in the first quarter, but Williams answered with a 13-pointer 18 seconds later, and Arizona...
13-pointer.
Oh, what did I say?
13-pointer, yeah.
Well, that's how much they won by. No, I'm just playing. With a 3-pointer, 18! That's what I mixed it up with. 18 seconds later, and Arizona never trailed again. West Virginia, what are you doing, buddy? We haven't talked about West Virginia a lot this year.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've seen them play.
Same.
That's crazy. I don't
Because what conference are they in? Are they Big Ten too?
That's a great question.
I couldn't even tell you what conference they're in right now. It's got to be the Big Ten, Big 12?
I feel like you would have that answer.
Yeah, you're right. I should have
That's such a I don't know.
That would be a random fact that I would know.
I think Megan's
it's not Big 10.
So it's Big 12?
It's going to be like the Big Sky Conference with UConn or what?
No.
Yeah, Big 10. I mean Big 12, sorry. Yeah.
I was like, how is it Big 10?
Big 10. Big 12.
Yeah, no, I actually haven't seen West Virginia. And I watched a couple of games with West Virginia last year. So I don't know.
It's just JJ though. That's really what I mean, that's all they have really. I mean, that's how it was last year. I mean,
Jordan Harrison was good for them last year as well.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
JJ.
Well, Arizona, I liked Arizona a couple seasons ago. They had that almost championship against Stanford, and then they fell off into oblivion. We never heard about them again, which was very sad. I think they have a solid little team. Did you guys watch this game? I know you guys didn't. There's just no way you watched West Virginia versus Arizona.
Nope.
I figured. Okay,
I didn't tell you where it was on.
It's okay. It's okay because I really wanted to get to this game. Number 1, UCLA defeats number 8, Maryland. 82-67.
We already knew what it was going to be going in the game. I
know. No one expected you to beat UCLA. Okay, and I will give Megan credit. She made these predictions when you guys had Cheyenne Sellers. And I think Sellers would have made a difference in one of the games, but not this one.
I mean, not this one. Come on.
I'm sorry.
The other two, I would have been okay with admitting. This one, no way.
No. This one, no. I'm sorry. Lauren Betts, you guys wouldn't have had an answer for her. Lauren Betts led UCLA with 33 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Kiki Rice, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. And Sailor Puffenbarger for Maryland, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. You guys did shoot well from the 3, 30%. But UCLA shot 36%. And they shot 54% from the field. Yikes. UCLA never led by less than 7 the whole game. So that's crazy.
And that was the first part of the game or what?
Yeah. Second half. Just kidding. It was the second half. It was a little close. I was telling Meg before halftime, it was close, and then Meg is like, it's over. I said, okay.
To be honest, I thought they were going to get run more than the score.
More? Yeah. Well, they held in like the first half. They really made a little push. Maryland's first halves are very strong. They really know how to go for it. The second half's not the best. Other than that, UCLA did have 44 points in the paint versus Maryland's 26. You guys did keep up with the rebound battle, though. You kept up with the rebound battle. But yeah, sorry, Maryland. What's your guys' schedule coming up? Like, is it get a little easier for you guys? I'm genuinely curious. Because I feel like the last 2 weeks have been horrible. Like, they've tired me out.
Listen.
Like, if I looked at the schedule as a Maryland basketball player, I'd be like,
I think that's the only games I've watched in the last 3 weeks is Maryland.
It does get better. But with these injuries, it might not get better.
Do you guys play another ranked team this season?
Yeah. We play Michigan.
If you don't win that one.
But listen, I'm
Michigan's
scared
tough.
before that. I mean, we play Oregon.
Hey, they've won a couple good ones. Who else?
Indiana, Nebraska.
Oh my God, you guys are screwed.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's why I said I'm still worried, okay?
That's your next 4 games?
But know what? If they find their footing and they gain confidence, those would be great games for them.
Yes. My God. I hope Sellers comes back. You guys need it. Okay, number 9 TCU defeats number 25 Baylor 80-75, and like Brooke said, TCU gets its first win over Baylor since February 28th, 1990. Good job, TCU. Sedona Prince 24 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. Madison Connor 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and Sarah Andrews 21 points, 2 assists. TCU shot really well, 51% from the field, 60% from the three. Baylor shot all right, 36% from the field, 30% from the three. TCU had 6 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of the game. Wow, but still led 12-2. That's rough. And you know why? Baylor missed his first 6 shots. So that evened out. The 6 turnovers for 6 missed shots.
Hate to be a Baylor fan and hear that.
Dude, yeah, if I would have saw that, I would have immediately known it was over. You can't respond like that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
They did cut it close, though, at the end. 80-75. But Baylor, they did have their season low. Wow, 4 turnovers. That's good. Yeah, they got out-rebounded 45-34. I'm sorry. They do have Sedona Prince. TCU does have Sedona Prince. But Baylor, you have Vonleh. Man, the whole Vonleh thing really makes me sad because I was like, wow, that's a great pickup for Baylor.
We were here for it, but it didn't turn out to what we thought it would be.
Yeah, that did not pan out great. That sucks. But TCU, congratulations. Baylor, I don't know. I think Baylor might be out of the top 25.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work out. I'm sorry, Baylor. Maybe next week. Florida State upsets UNC 86-84. Did you see this buzzer beater?
Game. This was...
Oh, listen, you watched the game.
Listen. I've been waiting for you to get to this game.
Okay.
First of all, I've been saying for 2 years, Florida State is the sleeper team.
I love Florida State.
Still do not know why they're not ranked, at least in the top or 20 to 25 range.
Yeah.
I have been nothing but preaching. Do not shoot the 3 at the end of the last little bit. Drive the ball, draw a foul, or get the bucket. And this was a great example of that on both teams. They both drove it into the hoop and got the shots. You know how I feel about UNC. They're my heartbreaker.
Yeah, every year.
Every year. I don't know what it is about them. But Florida State, I have been on the Florida State wagon for quite some time, and I am glad they pulled this one out.
Yeah. Buzzer beater tonight, Latsim. We finally get to talk about her. She led Florida State 25 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Sydney Bowles, 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And then Maria Gokdang for UNC, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Yeah, tonight Latsim hit that buzzer beater.
She's great.
She had both of them in the air.
Yeah. She needs more shine. Talk about people with more shine.
Yeah.
She's one of the top on my list.
I believe she's still leading, right, in points per game?
Yeah.
She is.
I mean, every time I go on BACC.com, her name is everywhere on women's basketball.
Yeah. She's killing it. They said, I think I saw it on Twitter, she is going back next season. She's not going to be declaring for the draft.
I think that's good. I like that
she's
decision.
Young.
She's young.
Right? Yeah.
She's a little chaotic sometimes still. Like, learn to, like, rein it in a little bit and use it, like, better move. Yeah, I agree. I like that move.
Yeah, no, I really like her. Still, like I said, she needs to be talked about for Player of the Year. She's having a really, really good season.
Player of the Year?
She needs to be in the conversation. You're leading the
conversation. I'll agree on that one. I don't know if she's good, but there's so many, like...
Oh, yeah,
she's getting there.
But she should be mentioned. Like, when we talk about it, if you're leading, in points per game, you should be up there in the conversation.
Fair.
Okay, number 14, Duke defeats number 18, Georgia Tech, 55-50. T. Mayer, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Delani Thomas, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Zoisha Smith for Georgia Tech, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 1 steal. I think this is the first time we haven't talked about Kara Dunn for Georgia Tech when we talk about them. So that's already telling as it is. But Georgia Tech shot 5% from the 3. How many did they miss, Megan? What's 5%? I want to know.
Oh, Lord. That's 1 for 20.
That's worse than Maryland.
That's bad. And you know what's sad about that? Is they only lost by 5 points.
You only needed 2 more to go in.
Can I just point this out?
Okay, point it out.
All right. Danny off the bench for Georgia Tech.
Okay.
She played 19 minutes.
Gotcha.
She was 1 for 13 and 0 from 9 from the 3.
It's her fault.
She's
Why her pull her off the bench? Leave her on the bench.
How many minutes did she play?
19.
Was she someone get hurt?
I don't think so.
Who in the starters had less minutes and maybe they got hurt or are in foul trouble? No?
I mean, 27 minutes. I mean, no, their starters looked like they had normal minutes.
They had 6 people on the court and still lost.
And I mean, not really foul trouble either. I don't know.
You gotta shoot through the slump, you know? That's a stat line right there.
But maybe not against a higher ranking team.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, basically it says the game was tied 45-45 after 3 quarters. Dang, this is a close game. But Duke went on a 10-2 run.
It was close. I was like in and out of watching it. I had to take the puppy dog on like a long walk and cleaning and stuff like that. And it was honestly a game I wish I could have sat down and watched, but I mean, Duke is also one of those teams where it's like
can't stand watching Duke.
You root for them, and then they break your heart, and then they do good. They're like an up and down team. So, but Georgia Tech's been pretty consistent this year, so it was
been pretty good.
When I was watching it, it was actually pretty good. Oh, what's her face on Duke? That's what I was gonna say. She missed a wide open layup at the end to almost make it like a 3-possession game. And they're lucky Georgia Tech didn't answer because
oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
who was it?
And it was a great play, drawn up play, wide open layup, misses it, and I was like, oh, that if they lose, like that's gonna be that pivotal moment.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I could picture it in my
head. And there was still like 30 seconds left. Like it was enough time to kind of bring it back, but
yeah, Georgia Tech was 2 of 19 from the field in the 4th quarter. Just the 4th quarter alone. That sucks. Missed all seven of its 3-point attempts in the final 10 minutes. And the game was still close. Let's just not forget that part. Okay, we're going to move on.
We're not surprised. Come on, it's Duke. And a low-scoring game. No. It has Duke written all over it.
Duke, man, I always have.
They're the only team I know that can consistently only score max 50. Like around that 50 mark.
Yeah,
and be ranked
and
pretty high
and win.
Oh my gosh,
that's called defense, Megan.
Right.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt upsets number 19 Alabama 66-64. Michaela Blake's 33 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Camille Pierre 12 points, 14 rebounds, 5 steals. And then Sarah Ashley Barker's back for Alabama, 36 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals. Vanderbilt's going to crack this top 25. 2 good wins. They have 2 good wins, Tennessee and Alabama. But I'm glad Alabama got Sarah Ashley Barker back. Vanderbilt shot 25% from the 3, and Alabama shot 29%. Alabama shot 51% from the field, while Vanderbilt only shot 33%. But what really set them apart, ladies, Alabama had 23 turnovers, and Vanderbilt capitalized on that and had 30 points off of those turnovers.
That's how you do it.
Yep. That's how you lose games right there. Let's see how they lost. Alabama led 34-27 at half and 41-32 with 5 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third before Vanderbilt stormed back. The Commodores? How do you say that? Is that Commodores? Did I say that right?
Commodores, yeah.
Okay. They scored the last 12 points of the quarter while Alabama had 6 turnovers and missed 3 shots. Yep, see, we're seeing a common theme here. Vanderbilt led 57-51 with 5 minutes remaining. Barker hit a 3 and her layup 3 minutes later to tie the score with 2 minutes left. Blake scored the next 5 for a 65-60 lead. And that's all she wrote. I'm sorry.
We made it.
We made it through did you miss our last one that was really long, or were you part of that one as well?
I might have missed it. Was that the one week where I was running around and like didn't even text you back?
Actually, no, that wasn't even, that was a, moderate. There was another one that took a long time. Like everyone got upset that week. And I was like, what is going on? You might have missed that one. Yeah. It was, we had to take a break and everything. All right. So, upcoming games for it's actually week 13 next week, isn't it? Yeah. Week 13. We have Monday, January 27th, South Carolina versus Tennessee. Brooke, we're doing a new thing where you have to guess who wins and we keep your score.
Tell me. Oh, I have to figure out the score.
You and Megan.
Too? Oh,
no. We're going to compete.
Keep your record.
Who can get the most pick games?
Yeah,
right?
That's a better comment. I like that one.
Yes.
Okay, hear me out on this one. I was just going to say and interrupt you that I'm really feeling Tennessee is going to make this a battle. I'm going to say they're not going to upset them, but
okay.
I think it's going to be kind of close.
I thought you were going to really start it off strong in the beginning. I was like, wow,
dude,
really
you know what? I could. You know what? I might.
Okay, are we all taking South Carolina? Yes.
Go ahead, Brooke. Go ahead, switch.
Me? Oh.
No, she wants to be, so she can have one up on me already.
No.
And you know what? If they do upset them, we're starting off the next episode hot. I will tell you that. We're bringing back Brooke's rants. I'll tell you that.
LSU versus Oklahoma on Thursday, January 30th. Anyone want to be risky on that one?
No, not that one.
No. Okay. Here's where we're going to get interesting, ladies. Kentucky versus Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I think I'm going to go with Roll Tide as well.
What?
Okay, we have Megan
don't
with
care about
Kentucky.
Come on.
Roll
He's not going to let that happen.
What did you just say?
Kenny is not going to let that happen.
You know Alabama just got Barker back.
Listen. Dude, if Kenny's there, anything's possible.
USC.
I need to switch up. So,
okay, USC versus Minnesota.
USC.
Yeah.
Come on, Meg, switch up right here. Throw out Minnesota.
And last game, North Carolina versus Cal.
This one's bad.
I don't know. I did. Who did I pick Cal to win? And they destroyed me, so I'm not going to pick
Duke.
Cal.
Was it Duke when they got destroyed by
Duke?
I think it was Duke.
Nope. North Carolina for me, ladies. I'm not picking Cal anymore.
I can't root for Cal, so UNC all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like. I'm gonna go Cal.
Okay, and on Sunday,
no,
February 2nd.
No. Hold on, pause. You better
Megan
go write her
Cal?
name up there. Yeah.
Megan said Cal? Oh, I
want that one
around.
on record right there.
I thought she was messing.
Down.
Okay,
no.
Cal.
I'm gonna go Cal. I don't like North Carolina.
No
Duke
one does. We cheer for them.
If it's between Duke and North Carolina.
You're right. Okay. Sunday, February 2nd, UCLA versus Minnesota.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay, this is another one. Kentucky or Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner.
Yeah.
Boomer, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
going Boomer.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta go Boomers.
Boomer Sooner. I haven't heard Boomer Sooner since we used to watch Women's College World Series.
We're getting close to the springtime here.
No,
So.
Boomer Sooner.
You're welcome, viewers. I had to go against them on a couple picks, so hopefully I'm right.
You might get those
Dude,
ones.
wait, hold on, because I really feel like Kentucky might win that one.
Okay, which one? Versus Boomers?
Yeah, they're not
Alabama?
beating. I don't think they're going to beat Bama.
Okay, so Brooke has now changed her pick to Kentucky.
I'm second guessing.
And Megan, are you sticking?
That Tennessee, Brooke, you might want to reconsider that Tennessee one.
No.
No.
Dude, I swear to you, if they upset South Carolina tomorrow, we're going to have I'm going to be upset.
Megan, are you sticking with Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
I want to switch again.
All right, well, thank you for sticking around for this long episode. It was long, I know, but thank you.
The end was fun, so.
Yes, so I hope you stayed to the end and got a little giggle. But if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're here for weekly recaps of women's college basketball. We'll be back next week with the Week 13 recap. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back. Peace.
Bye, y'all. Peace.